My sister canceled my room at a luxury ski resort and humiliated me in front of a crowded lobby, claiming the trip was only for real family. She smirked while my parents stared at the floor. She had no idea I secretly managed our millionaire grandfather's finances. That smirk cost her everything. Chloe was the golden child. She got a new BMW at 16, while I got a beat-up Honda. She married Jason, a flashy developer. They leased cars and posted Dubai vacations. I made six figures, lived quietly, and saved. Chloe mocked my life, flashing bags and telling me to get a real job. My parents nodded along to her insults. They funded their fake wealth using Grandpa as an ATM. Grandpa built a construction empire and valued hard work, but he paid their ridiculous bills. He trusted me, though. For 6 years, I quietly handled his investments. I knew exactly where every dollar went. Every Christmas, Grandpa paid for a lavish trip. He booked a luxury Vail resort where rooms were $1,200 a night. I arrived exhausted from a brutal work week and walked to the front desk. The clerk typed, frowned, and called her supervisor. They couldn't find my name anywhere. Then I heard Chloe. "Oh my gosh, Ethan, you made it." I turned around. Chloe stood there in a custom metallic ski suit. A theatrical grin stretched across her face. The lobby went silent as wealthy guests stopped and stared. Chloe pitched her voice loud for the whole room to hear. I had a lengthy talk with Grandpa. We agreed we only needed rooms for true family members. My stomach dropped. I looked toward the fireplace. My parents sat in leather chairs. They made eye contact, then cowardly looked away. Jason stared at his phone. Chloe dramatically gestured to him. Jason's firm just won a $17 million contract. That is actual success. She giggled in my face. She told me to find a cheap motel. She waited for me to beg, wanting a desperate scene. I felt crystal clear clarity. I ordered a ride to the airport. "You're exactly right, Chloe," I said, walking out the sliding doors. I called Grandpa from the terminal and told him everything. He was dead silent. "Bring your laptop to my office on Monday," he said. His voice was pure ice. We spent a week tracking expenses, and the numbers were sickening. Chloe got $50,000 for her wedding and pulled $4,000 a month. My parents bled him for $200,000. I dug deeper into public records. Their mansion was maxed out. Chloe had $100,000 in credit card debt. Jason's business defaulted on 2 loans. They were essentially bankrupt. Grandpa looked at my report and smiled a scary smile. 3 weeks later, Grandpa called a mandatory meeting. Chloe arrived late in her Tesla. Grandpa handed out thick folders containing every bank statement. Chloe opened hers. The color drained from her face. Grandpa demanded they justify their support. Chloe started crying fake tears. She whined about raising kids. "Your husband makes $400,000. Why do you need $45,000 a year from me?" Grandpa asked. "Effective immediately, all financial support is permanently terminated," he declared. The room exploded. Chloe screamed. My parents begged. Chloe pointed at me, screaming I was a dull loser. She bragged about Jason's wealth again. I finally opened my laptop. "Jason's company is bankrupt," I said clearly. Jason turned pale. I read off the defaulted loans and exposed the underwater mortgage. I read out Chloe's massive debt. Chloe lost her mind. She called me a stalker. I didn't flinch. "You chose to humiliate me in public." "Actions have consequences," I replied. It has been 9 months. Jason's company filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy. They lost the mansion to foreclosure. Both cars were repossessed. Chloe works retail for $17 an hour. My parents sold their house. Dad works a cash register. Chloe finally called me, crying real tears. She begged me to talk to Grandpa. "When you told that lobby I wasn't real family, did you care how I felt?" I asked. She went dead silent. "You thought I was weak. You were wrong." I hung up.